Your body is keeping secrets from you, and some of them are horrifying. It is not ghosts or monsters that should keep you awake at night. It is your own flesh, your own blood, and your own mind. There are parasites that can live inside you for decades. There are diseases that erase your ability to sleep until your body shuts down. There are delusions that make you believe you are already dead. These are not myths or legends. They are real. In this video, I will show you 5 horrifying facts about your body that you will wish you never knew. Fact 1. Your brain can make you think you are dead, also known as Cotard's delusion. Imagine waking up one day, opening your eyes, and believing you are no longer alive. You feel your heart beating, but you are convinced it is a trick. You breathe, but you insist the air is not real. That is Cotard's delusion, also known as walking corpse syndrome. It is a rare psychiatric disorder where people believe they are dead, do not exist, or are rotting from the inside out. Some refuse to eat because dead people do not need food. Others claim worms are crawling under their skin, devouring them from within. Doctors have recorded chilling cases of patients demanding to be buried, insisting their families put them into the ground because the living should not keep corpses at home. The mind is supposed to protect you, but in Cotard's delusion, the mind becomes the monster, convincing you that you are nothing more than a corpse trapped in a moving shell. And if that is what the brain can do to you, imagine what could be lurking inside the rest of your body. Fact 2. Parasites can live inside you for decades. Right now, you may feel perfectly fine. You may feel healthy, strong, and alive. But you could be carrying a silent intruder. Tapeworms are parasites that can live in the human intestine for up to 30 years. They do not kill quickly. They feed slowly and patiently. Every meal you take, they take. Every calorie you absorb, they steal. Some grow longer than 10 meters, stretching through your intestines like a monstrous rope. There are documented cases where surgeons pulled out worms that filled entire surgical trays, writhing and still alive after years, hidden inside their host. In the early 1900s, some people even swallowed tapeworm eggs on purpose. It was called the tapeworm diet. They thought it was an easy way to lose weight. What they lost instead was their health. Victims suffered seizures, organ failure, and in many cases, death. And here is the most disturbing part. Sometimes the parasite does not stay in your intestines. Larvae can travel through your blood, settle in your muscles, and even burrow into your brain. A single egg can turn into cysts that slowly suffocate your organs from within. You do not need a monster hiding in your closet. You might already have one living inside your body. Fact 3. Exploding head syndrome. You are tired. You close your eyes. Sleep is coming. And then it happens. A gunshot, a scream, or an explosion so loud you are sure your head is shattered. You sit up, your heart racing and your skin covered in sweat. But there is nothing. No sound, no damage, no intruder. This is exploding head syndrome. It is a real sleep disorder where the brain misfires as you drift between wakefulness and sleep. Some victims hear screams. Others hear fireworks or glass shattering. One patient described it as a bomb going off inside my skull. It does not kill you, and it does not cause permanent harm, but it destroys something far deeper: your trust in sleep. People with exploding head syndrome become terrified of going to bed. They dread closing their eyes, knowing that the moment between calm and rest could become another nightmare. Doctors have no cure. Some believe it is caused by sudden neural bursts. Others think it is stress or exhaustion. The truth is that no one fully understands it. Imagine never knowing if the next time you fall asleep your brain will decide to detonate inside your own skull. Fact 4. Lobotomies, also known as ice picks to the brain. In the 20th century, mental illness was a mystery. Depression, schizophrenia, and anxiety were not understood, but doctors wanted control. And so, They invented the lobotomy. The process was simple. A metal spike, often an ice pick, was hammered through the thin bone behind the eye. Then, with a few crude motions, the brain was scrambled. Tens of thousands of patients received this so-called treatment. Children as young as 12. Adults struggling with grief, sadness, or stress. Families were told their loved ones would be cured. Instead, many were left mute, many were paralyzed, and some were trapped in a zombie-like state. For decades, lobotomies were celebrated. Doctors won awards and patients were paraded as success stories. But in truth, it was butchery, a medical horror hidden behind the mask of progress. One of the most famous patients was Rosemary Kennedy, the sister of U.S. President John F. Kennedy. She went in for a lobotomy at the age of 23. When she came out, she could no longer walk or talk. She spent the rest of her life in institutions. This was not a rare accident. This was routine. And it reminds us that sometimes the greatest horrors are not accidents of biology. They are created by human hands. Fact 5. You can die from not sleeping, also known as fatal familial insomnia. There is a rare genetic disorder called fatal familial insomnia. It begins with simple restlessness and a few sleepless nights. Then the body forgets how to sleep permanently. Patients spend weeks awake, trapped in exhaustion. Their mind shatters, hallucinations take over, organs begin to fail, and within months, death arrives. There is no cure, no treatment, nothing doctors can do. The longest recorded case lasted just over a year. Imagine spending 365 days wide awake, knowing every hour brings you closer to death. Sleep is supposed to heal you, but in this disease, the very thing that keeps you alive becomes impossible to reach. Your body is designed to keep you alive, but hidden deep inside it carries horrors that can twist your mind, destroy your organs, and erase your sense of reality. A brain that convinces you that you are already dead. A parasite that feasts inside you for decades. A sleep disorder that detonates explosions in your skull. A medical practice that butchered the innocent. And a disease that kills you by stealing the one thing you need most, sleep. These are not legends. They are not ghost stories. They are real, and they are inside us. If you want more disturbing truths about your health, subscribe now. Because sometimes, the scariest stories are not about monsters. They are about you.